Hi.
What are we beginning?
The
Welcome
guide.
to Beginner's Guide. This
But
is
a
a
guide-
game made by the co-creator Stanley Parable. It is a very interesting game. It's short, but you have to kind of just stick with it because I think it's very, very worth it, and that's all I'm going to say about this.
Comet's got this intro. But, like, seriously, a beginner's guide to what?
Guess we're gonna find out.
We start as a
minute.
fucking baby.
Well, audio is on.
Is audio
but
on loud enough, though?
I hope so.
Oh, we have
You
to...
really need to be able to hear what he's saying.
Okay.
I turned the subtitles on, so that'll help.
Oh, this is the TV, unfortunately. I try and do that a lot. I'm like, babe, turn your shit down.
Hi
Oh,
there.
it's on the computer.
Thank you very
not on
much
the
for
TV.
playing the Beginner's Guide.
Oh, okay.
My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Sure.
I'm down.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda.
Okay.
Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff.
I know the feeling.
And his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make.
Cool.
So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's
Seriously?
a level for Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
You can walk around here,
I
by
know
the
this
way.
level.
And mostly it's just Coda learning
I
the
feel like I
basics
know
of
this.
building a 3D environment.
Huh.
What I like is that even though he starts from
Guys,
the simple
Counter-Strike was my
aesthetic of
shit.
a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates
Oh.
around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person.
I love
And it
this.
kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Sorry, the textures just make me go back,
So,
man.
Right.
It's 2008. Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them.
Oh.
He doesn't
Okay.
put them onto the internet. He just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
Well, that's sad.
And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder.
Nice.
Oh.
So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made. Until suddenly one day, he just stopped.
Oh.
In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one
There's it
since.
down, I think.
And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again.
How did you get a
And
hold
if
of
the
his
people
games?
like you who play
Yeah.
this also happen to find his work
explains.
interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
Yeah, I'm excited
Okay.
As
to
each
see.
game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This
Okay.
first one was made in November 2008.
Sure. Okay. So that's interesting.
Ooh, what's this? I get the controller. Ooh. What's this? Oh! Whisper machine. What is this?
You got a gun.
Can I shoot? Oh.
This
Yeah,
game is
I
called
found-
Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, this looks more interesting. Let's go this way. Oh,
Got some more floating blocks.
Soma!
it does.
Kind of. More like a primitive Soma.
I like it.
Active whisper machine. Okay. So we got more of those floating blocks or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind
that
of
was
interesting.
cute. Status activate. Active. Is there things to shoot, dude?
Probably not.
Ooh.
Oh.
Security call breached.
Sorry.
Hostile alien life form inbound.
Okay. We go in there?
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned
Oh
mid-development.
God, where am I?
For
Okay.
instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere. But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
Right.
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
That's the glass in the way.
But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Okay.
Enemy force neutralized.
Ooh.
It's kind of cryptic,
I
but...
love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Oh, nice. Huh. Oh, look how pretty. Oh,
Interesting, okay. I'm really not sure what to really talk about while we're playing this, because
not
it's just
sure
kind of
either.
like...
You have to
huh.
kind of just let it happen. The game is very much an experience. I don't think you're going the right way, Ellie.
okay. It's like,
Well, the game's unfinished, so it's kind of hard.
oh, hallways.
Okay.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it.
Neat!
Sure, I don't know. There's
Sure.
really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's the labyrinth of his mind.
This
I
is the
don't know.
part that's interesting.
Okay.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
You there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature.
Like my body.
If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Huh.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level.
Right.
But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere.
Okay.
And this is what happens instead.
oh.
Do it again?
Oh.
We're going into space!
Dude, the maze.
There's a little labyrinth. That's cool.
Oh,
The beam causes you to start floating.
okay.
Okay.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like
Oh,
how
makes me
small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Sure, why not?
If this is the one I'm thinking of, it's pretty fun. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. We got some bricks. That's
Oh,
cool.
I can't move? Yes.
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
The past was behind her. Oh, that's interesting.
What are you doing, dude? Seriously?
Walking backwards.
Yeah. That's
oh,
strange.
there's no floor.
Well, there's floor, but there's no... It's kind of boxed. This is different.
This is awesome. Wee. Oh.
So
Ew.
it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete.
Yeah?
Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Okay. Sure. Keep changing?
Why does the future keep changing?
Oh, that way.
This game's fucking me up.
You want me to
Fucking
play?
you out.
I said up, I
She
think.
said up. She just kind of slurred it.
Essler. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer.
Huh. Okay. Sure.
Who is she?
But if the future is always behind her,
Okay.
Sorry, I
I
want to
like the shadows from the stairs.
I
Yeah,
know.
that does look really cool.
How will she find the strength? Ooh. Sorry if I like make anybody ill, just by the way, to confront it.
It's a short little thought, it
Oh.
says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that.
There you go.
Okay.
Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick.
Huh.
Okay, next one.
I like these. Oh
Ooh.
God.
Okay.
Hi, Slender. Ooh.
Oh,
This way.
this way. Okay.
I like these textures too.
We're now entering. What am I entering?
The danger zone, the twilight zone.
A danger zone. Highway to the.
Oh,
Okay.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise
What?
you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay.
sure.
Sure. Why not? Just the game where it says you are entering and you're walking.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him.
You're not gonna find
And I don't
anything.
agree with that
Okay.
at all, but what are you gonna do?
Huh. What's up here?
hell.
No, you go down to hell.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
That's the trick, though.
Oh, okay. There you go. Huh.
Are you going slower?
Feels like it. Yeah.
Huh. Oh
Once
God.
you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
Because he's making a
Well,
statement.
to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press the use key on your gamepad, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay.
Oh.
Huh. Oh, okay. There's a lot of
This
words
game
here.
is nothing but giant blocks of text explaining what's happening. You walk around talking people down from pursuing their hopes and dreams. A normal game.
A room that's
Oh.
warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Dusting your jewelry while the kingdom is destroyed.
I like it. Wait.
A button you press to.
Press you to
Coda
surrender.
would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate
Read
person.
the enemy's
but that it
emails to
takes
learn how to
time
beat
really
them.
see
That's
that.
cute.
It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Except one chair is floating.
I like it. Oh,
Huh. Okay.
we're totally reading those in post.
That was hard to read, but
I know.
that's interesting.
Ready, set, fish.
Okay, sure.
We're probably not fishing, are we?
This is not fishing.
Well then.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. All of these have like a really creepy vibe to them.
Yeah.
But I think it's just.
I mean,
because-
that's just the unfinished
Yeah.
nature of things, I guess.
It's very empty.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle.
Oh.
Yes.
Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
okay. What is it?
This.
That's lovely.
This is
I
a.
know the answer to this, but I'm gonna see if you can figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, I have a door with a switch. Anything else I'm missing?
No?
Go in. Now turn around.
You're missing no ingredients.
Back up. Look on either side of the door. Is there a switch on the other side of the door? Is what I'm trying to ask you. Ah. Ding. Maybe.
There's a switch right here.
What does that mean?
Don't forget that solution,
nice.
because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna see it a lot.
3 dots.
Sure. Why not?
Ooh.
What's down here?
The same puzzle? Nah.
Not a whole lot.
Oh well.
So that
Oh.
seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough.
Sure.
Okay.
Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press the use key on your gamepad, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. There's a lot. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Whoa. Why would you make all that if you can only go to
How
certain
about that?
parts?
There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
Huh.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
What the fuck?
Okay, sure. That's a strange way. Oh, we're back
hey.
here. Okay. Other way. This way.
Who's?
You are now exiting. Oh, now I'm exiting.
So this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow.
Huh.
It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game.
Weird.
There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm down.
This guy was very prolific, it seems.
Dang. What?
How did you get all of his information, all these games too? The Great and Lovely Descent.
He explains, I told you.
I know,
But it's still frustrating.
It's still kind of like, this seems kind of weird.
You're in a void.
Ugh.
Oh.
Are we in nowhere?
Oh. Yeah, right?
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Sure.
Okay.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine,
Sure.
Yes.
which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Okay.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
Yeah.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games
Go
are
into
set
the
in these
boxy linear
large, flat,
corridor.
empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Okay.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're
That
going to end
bounce
up
when you go
making.
down the stairs.
You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Huh.
Oh shit.
Ooh, the motion blur.
Yeah, that was.
Should avoid that as much as possible.
I can only do so much, guys. It's an unfinished game.
Uh-huh.
It's true. Huh.
I'm like super glad I took a nausea pill before this.
Just drop all the way down.
This is fun, though.
Ooh,
Huh.
that's not boxy or linear.
Okay.
Okay. The fuck?
So we're underneath the void now?
Ooh.
Huh. Oh, I'm locked in. Okay. Sure.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh,
Oh.
on an elevator.
This is weird. Okay.
Sure. Why not?
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yay! Oh, no, I wanted to...
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games.
I like this guy.
That
Okay.
was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
Huh.
There wasn't.
Seems kind of a weird thing to make, but you know, I'm not a game developer, so I don't know. I see his point, though.
Yeah.
Huh.
What are you thinking so far?
I think Coda might be a fedora.
This is a little bizarre, but it's interesting. It's an interesting kind of delve into game design.
Oh, hey!
Puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Okay.
I don't know.
There's
like,
still no clear
this is super
indication
neat.
of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Huh.
What about our interpretation, buddy?
It doesn't matter.
Why not?
we're
I
not
don't
the
know.
ones making the video, I guess.
Yeah, we haven't made the game. We don't know what it means. We don't have all the information yet.
Ooh.
This is
I want you to remember
Bizarre.
what you just said.
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the buttons on your gamepad to respond.
You there, did you come up from above? What was up there?
Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there are these floating colored blocks.
Well, we can't press 3.
I'm gonna do... yeah.
Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. That's the world above! You've been there! Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here.
That sounds alright.
Again, perfect. Now please, tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side.
I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in.
I'm wondering if, like, B or A is 3.
It's
Yeah.
probably something else. Oh, okay.
What did you press?
RB.
Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get out of here. Do you understand? It's the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. I promise you, there's nothing I want more.
Huh. Weird.
Very bizarre.
What is that? Uh-oh. Hi.
It moved.
Yes, do you want to know how to solve it?
No, we actually found the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet?
Why?
Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. Don't think too hard about it.
Oh.
You'll see it again soon.
Yeah. This guy's weird.
Interesting.
Oh, I keep... Sorry, my neck hurts.
I'm starving.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just waiting for like some kind of fucking jump scare or something.
I know.
There aren't any.
Good.
Okay. Oh! The lamppost.
Oh. Okay,
Ooh.
sure.
Hello, lamp.
It's a lamppost.
Thank
There
you.
is.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Neat.
Interesting.
I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He
Okay.
wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
Okay.
We're gonna see it in the work as well. His games are just gonna become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them.
Cool.
Sure.
And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Should we be scared?
Okay.
I'm like,
So should we do this in the next episode, or should we just make
Yeah.
this one long one thing? Make this one over, or should we break it up?
let's do...
We're just gonna do it on the next episode.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
This game is connected to the internet. Okay, sure.
As you walk around, you can leave notes.
Neat.
All the notes you see are left behind by other players.
Okay. But this game was never released.
Okay.
And we will look at it in the next episode.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.